And we're live. Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are getting ready to jump back into our Call of Cthulhu 1920s long form sporadic campaign. I'm going to kick it over to Oscar and we'll let him give us a recap.
Okay, when we last played, Harry and Georgie were contacted via messenger, via telegram by an old investigator companion who they had not seen in a great number of years. She was calling in a favor. She was dying of cancer, and she needed to speak with them on an urgent matter before her time ran out. Unfortunately, she was up, I think, somewhere outside of Albany. So they had to jump in the car and drive pretty much all day up until Albany, to get to Albany. They get to the hospital and unfortunately learned that their friend had, in fact, had died earlier that evening. They meet her husband, who gives them a letter saying that his wife gave this to him, made him promise not to open it, and said that if she didn't make it, if she was dead by the time her friends got here, to give this to them. When they opened it up, the letter apologized for calling in this favor, but said right the last time she had encountered the unknown, she had been forced to create a ritual to cast a spell to trap a djinn in a taxidermied jackal that she then kept safely in her study. It was the grantor of wishes and keeper of secrets. It was a very dangerous creature, kind of like a monkey's paw. And she said that she should have sacrificed a human being to power the spell, but she altered it and used her own life energy to power the spell, and got cancer within a year. So she thinks that her 10-year struggle with cancer was, caused by the spell. But she said, you need to get to my house, get that thing out of my house, coat it in lead, and bury it 6 feet down at a crossroads, so that it could never harm anyone again. And she says that the spell should last long enough, a month, couple, 3 weeks, maybe a month after I'm dead. So you have a little time to act, but not much. They are about to leave the hospital to head to her house, where her brother-in-law and her son are sleeping, because it's like almost the middle of it's it's mid-evening. It's probably about 8 or 9 in the evening. And before they leave, the police are rolling up. So they stop to see what's going on, and apparently they learn that someone had stolen their friend's body out of the morgue. And I'll let you guys pick up the recap from here.
So we talked to our friend's husband, tried to settle his mind as much as we could, given the circumstances, try to find out what exactly had happened. We told him that we would be willing to swing by the house to check on their son, to make sure that everything was copacetic. We wanted to get in the house and sneak in and just walk off with the stuffed jackal, because it should be as easy as all that. Of course, when we got there, the door was slightly ajar. When we kind of cast it around to see what was going on, we found the body of the brother-in-law in the bushes, dead, exsanguinated, I believe. So we ran into the house, try to find the child.
There's a $5 word.
We found the child upstairs sleeping. He called out for the uncle. Harry was able to persuade, charm, reassure the child that the uncle was out and about, and then Mom came home, which was weird because she was dead. Georgie, you want to pick it up from there?
Yeah, sure. I slammed a door in her face, and we realized at that point that she couldn't come in the house without being invited. And so we were safe as long as we stayed inside. So we locked the kid in the closet because we knew she would probably try to get to him. So he got locked in the closet. She floated upstairs outside his bedroom and tried to coax him out.
We are skipping over one important thing. What did the little boy dream of that night?
Oh, that his mom would come to him. That his mom would come home.
That the blue fairy came and granted him a wish.
That's right. Yes.
And he wished for his mom to come home.
So yeah. She was upstairs at that point. I believe. Oh, we ransacked the library, her study, and we found a book. We found the broken jackal, and we found a knife. Dagger. Yep, the dagger. And so when we figured, okay, well, this is probably an undead killing dagger. So Georgie kind of dove out the window or like reached out, tried to stab her. She grabbed me, pulled him out, broke his arm. Luckily, Harry was able to wrestle him back in, but the dagger fell to the ground outside. So we went downstairs, figured out roughly where the dagger was going to be. Georgie was like, hey, someone's got to get the dagger. Harry covered him a little bit. Georgie jumped out the window. And then I think she grabbed the dagger and threw it back into the house.
She broke the jar of holy water that we had splashed on her previously.
Yep. Yeah. So we're going to, yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, that's right. So he broke the holy water, but then we did manage to stab her with the knife and kill her. At which point we basically did all the things, to hopefully make sure that she stayed dead. At that point, I think she kind of shriveled and everything like that too. And we were pretty sure that she was dead. Oh, also the cops, because there was a shot. I think Harry shot the shotgun. So the cops were called. So we were also kind of on a short timeline at that point as well.
And she came back to herself, at the last minute,
right at the very end. Yeah.
She thanked us for, ending it or whatever.
For helping. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, and Harry was able to convince the cops that, must have been a robbery or something like that.
They did not find the body in the bushes. The body disappeared.
That's correct. Yes. So the brother-in-law was gone.
Which is probably fine, right? I mean,
yeah, it's probably, he's either a vampire or the djinn jumped into his body. Or he wasn't dead after all, and we're just really bad at first aid.
I only have it at base.
Yeah.
He walked it off. He rubbed some dirt on it.
So after everything was kind of squared away there, Harry took Georgie over to see our sometimes associate, Mr. Thomas Weld. He's a doctor, and he was able to patch Georgie back up again. And we'd like to welcome to the podcast Nick Nicario. How's it going, Nick?
Hey.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Jesse. I've met everyone else, but
I was like, wait, that's weird.
We've met before. You patched my arm up, remember?
Yeah.
So who are you playing tonight? Let's introduce your character.
I'm playing. I'm not going to do an accent. I'm playing Thomas Weld. He's a doctor who will sometimes, help people who just show up on his doorstep, no questions asked, because he took a Hippocratic oath, and he's He's willing to help, whoever he needs to, even if it's, an unknown gunshot wound or a ghoul claw or, whatever.
Let's see what my credit rating is. It's only 33, so I don't know. Like I'm probably the sketchy guy.
33.
Dude, mine's a 14. Yours is way.
I mean, I'm known in some circles.
Okay, so are we gonna dive into the whatever this is going to be?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a call from a frantic call from your friend Dale Trevor. Dale is the architect who you helped, the quote unquote the piney architect in the architecture firm, and he calls up and he says, "Are you busy like right now?"
No. Hey, yeah, what's going on? Is everything okay?
I got the weirdest call from a dear friend of mine out on Long Island, and unfortunately, I'm on my way to a conference in Cincinnati, so I can't check up on him. But I've tried to engage his number 3 times since we got off the phone, and he's just not picking up.
Seems like it might be a matter for the local PD. Is there any reason why you want me to come out?
He said that I'm not sure. He may be having some sort of an episode. He's a botanist. He just got back from an expedition in the Amazon collecting samples for his greenhouse. And some of the stuff he was saying leads me to believe that he may be on something.
Oh, geez,
I'm
sorry to hear
afraid that if the police go out there and find that he's inebriated or tripping on something, it would really harm his reputation, which is thin enough. So I'd just like you to head out there and check on him. Just drop my name at the door and the help should let you in. I've been up there several times. I did renovations on the west wing of the house.
Oh, yeah. No problem. I don't have anything too pressing.
I know it's last minute and I'm asking a lot. It's out on Long Island. You've access to a car?
Yeah. That's no problem.
Okay. I'm heading out now. Get out there as soon as you can. If you know a doctor, bring a doctor. I don't know what kind of state he's going to be in.
It's funny you say that. I do. Sometime an associate of mine. I'll give him a ring and see if he can't make it out with us.
Excellent. Is a $50 retainer good?
Oh yeah, more than enough. Sure.
Pick it up with my secretary. She'll give you, she'll have a map to the place, and a letter of introduction for the help if they give you any trouble.
Great. Yeah. No problem. More than happy to help.
Great. I'm going to be traveling. I will reach out to your office in a day or two. Really appreciate it.
You have a number where you're going to be at? Maybe we'd try to give you a call when you get out there.
He says, I'll leave it with my secretary.
Great. Fantastic. All right, we'll be in touch.
Okay, great.
So I call Georgie and Mr. Thomas Weld, Dr. Thomas Weld, apologies, and see if they'd like to take a road trip. Maybe I need to call Dr. Thomas first to see if he needs a little convincing. A random guy see once in a while. Yeah, sure. I could drive somewhere with you.
Now, for people watching at home, $50 in the 1920s is about equal to $750 today.
That's a lot of money. Yeah, so I called Georgie and I'm like, hey, what are you up to today? You got anything going on?
I mean, I had a shift down at the docks, but I suppose I can skip that.
I got a call from Dale Trevor. He was the guy, remember, with the bugs in the house. He wants to go check out his buddies. He talked to him, they can't get a hold of him. He's a little worried. Just came back from the Amazon, thinks maybe something's up.
I mean, I don't know why he needs us, but yeah, sure, we can take a look.
I mean, that's what I said, but he thinks maybe he might be hopped up on something. He came back from the Amazon with a bunch of plants and stuff. So I'm gonna call the doc and see if he can't come with us. Because if he's strung out on something, maybe we get him squared away and save his reputation a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I've been having my arm's a little pussy still, so it might be good to have him look at that too.
Jeez, I didn't. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. We'll see. I'll get him to bring some bandages.
All just right, for the sake of role play, we're going to say that injury is completely healed by now.
Oh, yeah.
He's just trying to score some opium, that's all. All right, well, meet me.
Georgie just knows how squeamish Harry is. So,
all right. So then I call the doctor.
Hello.
Hey, Doc. This is Harry Stanton. You saw me and my buddy Georgie the other day. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Georgie said he's feeling a little off. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a little bit, since then. But that's not why I'm calling. See, I got a contract with a guy. I got a call earlier today. I got to take a ride out to Long Island. He talked to his friend, but then you couldn't get a hold of him. He came back from the Amazon with a bunch of plants and stuff. He's worried. I thought maybe he should call the local PD, but he thought maybe he was sampling some of the plants and stuff that he brought back, and thought that might be, a guy take a little bit of a hit to his rep. So I was wondering maybe if you want to take a ride out. I got a nice retainer. I cut you in on that.
Oh, well, I can check my schedule. I don't have any appointments, so why not?
Great. Do you want to meet me here at the office, or we swing by and pick you up?
I can drive on over.
Fantastic. Georgie's on his way. I'll see you in, say, a half hour.
Sounds good.
Great. See you then. Then I'll meet them downstairs. I'll leave word with my secretary just to tell them that we're heading out to Long Island, and if anything major happens, I'll get a number later. I'll call back to the office.
Okay, so you get over to the office, the architect's office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you get there. His secretary is there, and she says, "All right, well, here's your retainer," and she gives you an envelope, and it's all tens. And she says that just sign. She makes you sign for the their. She gives you the address, and you realize it is way out on Long Island, on the Gold Coast of Long Island. So the only people who live out there are the really, really poor and the really super rich.
I whistle through my teeth. I'm like, oh, geez, okay, yeah. It's going to be one of those. Out of character, because I can't remember if this stuff that we talked about in game or out of game. He was going to bring our girl in the pines out to Long Island. Is that something that
no Harry you chose not to tell him, didn't you?
I can't
in your running you didn't tell him. No, in your running you didn't tell him.
Okay.
Or or you did and he died, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I don't think that
okay.
I don't think he had the happy ending with you. Not that any of those endings is happy.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember if that was something we talked about outside of, or if that was something that Harry would remember.
Yeah, no worries. Okay,
Cool.
so the man's name is Albert Montgomery.
Okay.
I will allow everyone to make a no roll, but you have to tell me the degree of success.
Okay. Oh, 57. Let's see.
I made a regular success.
Yeah,
Is
ditto.
Is that an edu roll?
Yeah, EDU.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Regular success.
All regular successes?
Yep.
Okay, you vaguely remember hearing the name, some kind of an incident at a botanical garden fundraiser. You're not really sure, but you know he was connected with some kind of a disturbance at a fundraiser 2 years ago.
Okay.
Sorry, you said his name was Andrew Montgomery?
Albert
Albert.
Montgomery.
Albert. Yeah.
Oh, I think Harry just asks, while we're at the office there, have you tried the call since Dale left? Still no return call, no nothing.
Dale told me to try every half hour until it was time to go home. I'll be trying again at least 2 more times before 5.
Okay.
But again, there's no answer. It looks like I don't know if they're having problems on their end, but the operator says that the line appears to be down.
It might be something as simple as that. He could be out in the garden, but yeah, we'll go check it out and make sure everything's copacetic.
She says, "Okay, just be careful. There are reports that there's a storm picking up, and as you look out, it had just started to snow,
Jeez. All right. Well,
and the date is February 17th, 1926."
is that significant in some way?
I'm
It was
Googling.
said with a certain.
I'll let Jesse look it up. Let's see if do you see what I see?
Let's see. Oh, geez. Wait. No, that's Utah. No, nothing much.
Okay, it'll be a surprise then.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
So what do you guys do?
So Meta, what's your drive, Thomas?
Ooh. 20. It's basic.
Okay, mine is too. I didn't know if you would want to drive.
Okay.
I'm good either way. I'm pretty sure Harry's got a car.
Sure, you could drive.
Okay.
Probably have better luck than I do.
All right. Well, I don't know about that.
Okay, so you head out. It's just before 5. You figure it's already getting dark.
Mhm.
So, but he wanted this guy checked out as soon as possible. So you get the feeling that your client would not be happy if you decided to sit on this and leave in the morning.
No, we would definitely head out. We've got flashlights and all that kind of stuff because we knew we were leaving, going up late.
Okay, so you figure on a normal day, this trip's going to take you on 1920s roads from Manhattan out on to the Gold Coast of Long Island, probably about a 3-hour drive.
Okay.
It gets near 7, and you are barely halfway there. It is snowing quite severely. The storm is just picking up, does not seem to be dying down. Now, you can choose to pull into, a roadside motel and wait it out till morning, or make a drive check to see if you can get the rest of the way driving through this blizzard.
Well, as we've established, I have my 20, but I feel set to purpose. So I think we're gonna try to push this through.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Look at 28. I'll spend the luck. I'll spend 8 points of luck on that.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
The snow is like blinding, and you're just like trying to follow the track of the car that was in front of you. Like you can't even see the road more than 10 yards ahead. So you're just following the groove. You can't see the road anymore. And all of a sudden, that groove that you're following, fishtails, like the car in front of you, skid out. And before you know it, you just see like a 2-car pileup, like half buried in snow, and you're able to like swerve the car.
Hold on.
You do like 2 S turns and almost 360 it. But you pull up in the ditch, like you're like on the side of the road, stopped. But there's no damage to the car, and there's no damage to any of you.
Hey, George, you remember the last time we wound up hitting a tree?
Yeah, if I remember, our architect friend was part of this one too. This guy's just good luck all over the place, huh?
Got a whole brand new axle out of that deal. You should have been there, Thomas. It was wild.
Okay. So you get the rest of the way there. And the address he gives you you come to a metal gate.
Okay. Would they add a call box back then? Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Pull up and
Georgie will get out and see if he can open up the gate for Harry to pull through.
When you're getting out, you realize you're now standing in almost a foot of snow. It's like up to your knees now. And nobody's been on this road, so it's all like pristine, and it's like dark. It's it's up in the hills, such as they are on Long Island, and very wooded, so it's very dark. And as you get to the padlock, as you get to the gate, you see that there's a chain around it, and a padlock, and a combination lock. Did they have combination locks in the 1920s? Let's look this up, ladies and gentlemen.
I would imagine.
Before us, but actually rips us.
Yeah, back in the 1870s.
Thank you. So please don't email us.
No worries there.
Okay.
And actually, it was first invented by Tiffany Jewelers in New York City.
Oh,
so there we
go. Learn something new every day. Thank you. Okay, so in the letter, in the address with the map, there's a note in the margin with the. Thank you, Max. You find that if locked, that's like 57, 23, 81, 9.
Oh, I thought I was going to get to put my lock picking skills to good use.
hey, Georgie, here. He rolls down the window. I got the combinations.
Yeah, but if you fail that roll, then you're all freezing to death on Long Island. So.
Yeah, that's a good point.
By the way, this is the Great Blizzard of 26. That absolutely crippled and paralyzed New York for like a week.
Nice.
Good thing we're not in New York. Over a foot of snow in Central Park. So.
Yeah, it killed a lot of people actually because the weather service wasn't really that advanced, and people in New York found out about this huge storm hitting Chicago and were like, "Oh, that's so unfortunate for all those people." And the next day, the storm hit New York, and just people were like trapped without food in their tenements for like a week, and it was one of the most tragic blizzards in New York history.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
so you're heading up to this house, and you see a massive late Victorian mansion. So I will.
Ooh.
Again, one of my favorite resources. Okay, so you pull up to this, and as you're pulling up, I need everybody to make a listen check.
Okay. And we haven't also seen, going up to the house. There's no footprints. There's no tire tracks. There's no anything that we see.
No other car's been through here.
Geez, you think they would have shuffled the driveway, the walkway out for us or something?
Listen.
I failed my roll.
Ooh, I got a hard success. 23.
No, I way failed.
Okay, you hear as you're
hard
driving up, like boom, boom, and all of a sudden the car just like you just start to feel the wheel going left. The car just feels terrible.
I take the foot off the accelerator and just kind of coast to a stop.
Okay, in the snow, that's not hard to do because the snow's blocking you.
Yeah.
So you're within 20 feet of the house now.
What the hell was that? Jesus. I wonder if I ran something over. And he'll get out.
Harry, you ran over the lawn jockey.
Ah, shit, I hope not. So he'll get out and, take a quick look at the tires and make sure.
All 4 of them are flat.
Oh,
jeez. He comes back in, hands on the roof, and head into the car. I got bad news, guys. We're not going anywhere. All 4 tires flat.
Well, it's a good thing there's a house right here.
yeah. I guess we're going into the house.
Yeah, well, at least we made it.
Yeah, hopefully they have room for us, or a phone or something.
What do you guys?
I mean, look at the size of this place. Clearly, they got room for us.
It's a good point.
Is there anything like in the path that's sticking out from?
Make a spot hidden in the heavy snow at night. I will give you a bonus dice if you use your flashlight.
Oh yeah, use flashlight.
There you go. I got a 46 out of 61.
Wow, these dice only roll in the 20s.
You immediately find that along the road is a buried 2x4 covered with upward pointing nails.
Huh.
All right, so fellas, it looks like clearly either they didn't want people to come here or they wanted the people that came here to stay here.
I'm thinking the latter.
Well, what do you think, Doc? I mean, if this guy's maybe paranoid, he's on something, maybe thinks somebody's out to get him, he throws some wood out here.
It could be either of those. Or, like Georgie said, maybe they didn't want people coming out here, and normally without snow, they would see the board and the nails and turn around.
Yeah, bad luck for us, huh?
Yeah. Either way, we're going in the house.
All right, so you're heading over to the house then?
Well, let's pull these out of the way real quick.
Okay.
If there's 2 or 3, I'm just kind of pulling.
I need everybody to make a luck check.
Tetanus. Jesus, I got tetanus, Doc.
I made it right on the.
Oh no!
Oh,
I failed.
Low. Okay.
As you're trying to dig out the 2x4, you realize that there are several of them, and Harry steps on one of them, and a nail goes through his foot at one point.
Ah, fuck! Jeez, there's one over here too.
We could take care of that when we get in the house. I don't.
And you realize it's actually 3 boards in a Z pattern, and they're all nailed together.
Oh, jeez!
Wow.
Oh man, my shoes are gone. My socks are gonna get all wet.
All right, I need everybody to make a spot hidden roll.
Boom! Almost a hard success.
Extreme success.
Yeah,
okay, as you are screaming and making a commotion with the nail in your foot, after trying to clear away this obvious, spike strip, you see towards the west of the house through the trees, you see a light. you see like someone carrying a lantern, like a lantern light. And as soon as you guys turn towards it and your flashlight moves in that direction, someone blows it out.
It was inside?
No, outside.
Outside?
Geez, you guys saw that too, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to call for them unless you guys think that that's a poor idea.
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
go ahead. His name is Albert.
They already know we're here, so we might as well, try to make them know that we're friendly before, they start shooting at us.
Albert, is that you?
They're like gone in the dark. They weren't that close. They were maybe like 50 yards away. The only thing you noticed was the light. Like you couldn't even tell if it was a man or a woman, if they were alone. You just saw the lantern light and it caught your attention. And as soon as your light turned in the direction, they blew theirs out. I mean, it is Long Island, 1920s, during a blizzard at night. It is fucking dark.
Yeah.
And
Look,
the wind is starting to pick up and you're starting to get like soaked through your pants.
Collar up. Let's get in the house. Let's check, see maybe he went in the house. Maybe that's the groundskeeper. Let's get out of this weather.
Okay, when you go to the door, you see that the door is ajar, like maybe like 2 feet, and like literally snow has drifted into the over the porch. Well, the porch is all snowed in, but the foyer is like there's a snowbank, from going from like knee high, going like 15 feet into the foyer. Like that room is almost just like a ton of snow is blown in it. It's a massive house and you don't hear a sound. And it's like everything is dark and it's like freezing in here.
Hey, Doc, maybe you should get between
the
us.
Door closed behind us at least.
Yeah. You want to go in first? You want me to go in first?
Well, so I'm wondering, Harry, how prepared should we be?
I mean, I didn't expect to get a nail in my foot or to have all the tires blown out on the car. So I think it's maybe a little escalated past what we initially thought, right?
And so he goes, and that is so he kind of like opens up his jacket a little bit, and you see like the holstered revolver.
Okay.
I figured just in case.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. And he, it's like I'm working, so says, just be careful, Doc. Maybe stay between us, huh? Till we figure out what's going on.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe you could take a look at my foot real quick.
Yeah,
we can roll first aid for that.
I don't want any tetanus, especially if we get stuck up here. I'll lose my foot.
And so I failed that.
Ow! Don't push it like that. Jeez, there's a hole in there. What?
Sorry.
So there's nothing I can do. It's just one of those painful wounds that you're gonna have to deal with, like a broken toe, broken pinky toe. Just walk.
I'm gonna need a podiatrist.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to flip the lights on. Obviously, try to flip the lights on before he gives me first aid, I guess.
Okay,
right?
you flip the lights on in the foyer, and
maybe that was the problem.
The power is on in the house. Just no one's turned on any of the lights.
Okay.
So you click that on, and you see there's a few empty crates here.
Anything in particular written on the side? This is just like an address, or does it?
There is, but it's all written in Spanish.
Yeah.
So like
you guys speak Spanish?
The crates have, addresses and marks on them and words, but it appears that they're all in Spanish.
I don't think I could even try. I know Latin, but I don't think that would translate.
No.
I mean, it's close, right? Romance language.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this one here says New York right here. It's just important. Is there anything in the crates? Move to investigate. Remove the lid.
You look through them, and it's you see there's a residue of soil and a lot of straw, like packing material. So it looks like there were objects carefully packed here. With combined with the snow and all the open boxes, it would take time to like go through everything and really make a detailed search. But if you want to make a spot hidden here, you can. Keep in mind, spot hidden will take like between 30 and 40 minutes.
I mean, I think we can get the gist of, like, these are clearly boxes that had plants in them, and then he moved them to a greenhouse or something.
Okay, yeah, you know what? We could always come back to this. I think Georgie's right. We should try to find this guy. Maybe he's hurt, right? I mean, maybe these plants are toxic, and the guy's like in some kind of shock or something. You got your bag, right, Doc?
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, I want you to make a luck roll.
Oh, jeez, the Doc is dead.
I made it.
Okay, you do find something that you identify on one of the smaller boxes. And it's written on the side. It's a name it's a word you recognize. Ayahuasca.
Okay. Well, one of these plants is a hallucinogenic plant that is sometimes used in ceremonies, right?
Yes,
well, good.
very good.
I mean, well, maybe not good, right? But maybe that explains, everything that's going on, right?
Yeah. So maybe they've poisoned themselves with it, or they're using it on themselves or something.
Is there anything you
All of
can?
a sudden, the knocker knocks 3 times. It's like thundering in the dark. Because they're like right by. You're still in the foyer, so you get like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Oh shit!
The gun comes out.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's pretty jarring.
You go to the window.
You see a guy in an overcoat with like a lantern and a wide hat, and like a scarf kind of over his face.
Georgie, cover me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so I wait for Georgie to get
I'll
into position.
I'll cross my arms, so I'll have like the pistol hidden, but not.
Good call.
Yeah.
Not drawn and
Okay,
aimed.
so you open it.
Not drawn, but not
open,
holstered.
He's like, "Oi, who are you? Is this your car out front?"
Yeah. We're looking for Albert. That's not you, is it?
No, the master of the house is not home currently. What are you doing in here?
Yeah. So Dale Trevor is friends with Albert. He's been trying to get a hold of him. He got worried he couldn't get through. Said he had just come back. He wanted us to come up, take a look to make sure that he was okay. Was that you that we saw outside? We called out, but the light went out, I guess.
I heard a commotion, and I decided to bundle up further before I made the walk over. The servants' quarters are just down that trail. I live there with my wife, but no one's been in the house for several days.
Several days, you say? We were led to understand that he just came back from the Amazon and he was home. You know where?
No, Master Montgomery has been traveling. He's still in Guatemala if I remember correctly.
He's still in.
Georgie will point at the boxes on the ground and it's like, I mean, clearly he's home.
He has things shipped home all the time, sir.
So you open these up then?
No, his assistant Kenneth must have.
Kenneth, is Kenneth home?
He should be in the house somewhere, sir.
But you haven't seen him.
No, this time of night he's probably asleep.
Yeah. Okay.
He says, "Do you have any proof that you were sent by Mr. Trevor?"
Yeah. He starts like rooting around, pulls out the letter with the combination and all the stuff on it.
He says, "Oh, I guess it's okay then. With the weather as such as it is, you're welcome to spend the night. I can't put you back out on the road in such weather. Just please try not to disturb anything."
No, of course not. I mean, if if he's not home, there's not too much for us to do, I guess. Did you know? There's some wood out there with some? We ran over some nails. You guys working on a project or something before the snow, or?
We're always doing renovations here, sir. It's an old house. The workmen must have been careless with some of their tools.
Yeah, I'm sure it was probably that. I want to insight this.
Yeah, I was about to say, can we?
I should turn my cam off. It's so damn even the keeper can't keep a straight face.
That's psychology, right? That's the insight for
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I failed. Damn it.
40 in psychology. Can I try this?
I'm running off base.
I have 68 and I failed with 79.
I failed.
Wow, you suck at this.
I have a 40, but I failed.
All right. He says,
I push it. I grab him. I shake him. Tell me the truth.
So he says that, why don't you guys get, if you wish, there are guest bedrooms on the second floor. There are two on the north side of the house. They should be turned out, so you should be able to spend the night. And in the morning, my wife and I will come and prepare coffee and breakfast for you. Hopefully the roads will be clear by then.
I don't know. It's coming down pretty hard. Hey, do you know when is Albert supposed to be back? Does he have some sort of itinerary? Does he you check in? You expecting him soon?
He's actually overdue. We had expected him home, but that's not uncommon for Master Montgomery.
Okay. All right. How far overdue? A couple days, a week?
Just a few days.
Few days. Okay. He's probably on his way. I'm sure it's fine.
Says, well, enjoy your evening. He nods and heads back out into the snow.
I close the door, turn around, and I look at the other two quizzically. Say, what do you make of that guy?
I mean, other than being creepy and a guy that kind of lives off in the side of the woods, he seems okay.
He seemed on the straight and narrow to me, but it's kind of odd that he didn't say anything about or didn't mention anything about the nail boards on the road, where he's tried to blame construction workers for it, but maybe he doesn't know about it.
I mean, it does kind of look like roofing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, as it is, we're not going anywhere. I got one spare on the back. That's not going to get us very far.
Yeah.
Nobody drives around with 4 spares.
Right.
Unless you're trying to carry us across the Sahara.
Right, exactly, yeah. Unless you're doing the Baja races.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I guess he's probably got keys, but I feel like we should maybe lock this door. Maybe take a look around a little bit, make sure everything is, I don't know, put together the way it's supposed to.
I mean, I'd hate to wake Kenneth up, but at the same time, I'd prefer doing it now rather than and just let him know that we're in the house.
Yeah.
Rather than kind of stumbling across him in the morning.
Well,
night.
Yeah, if Albert's not here, you want to maybe take a look at these, take a look through the crates, see if we can't turn up something. I mean, Doc, if they found a ayahuasca there, maybe there's something else in here we could puzzle out. Yeah.
Sure, I could look through them.
Okay, make a spot hidden roll.
Yeah. Basic success.
Okay, you find part of a manuscript, part of a manifest. It looks like one of the pages.
It's like, oh, he's a writer.
No, And it basically is listing names of plants and specimens that have been brought back.
Oh, manifest. You said the very first thing that bumped in my head. I thought you said manifesto.
No, it's not the Unabomber. You do find there, all the plants are in Latin, and one doesn't seem to fit, and it's listed as Mortis Vitus.
What is that? Well, can I roll a Latin check to?
Yes.
Okay. See what that is. 30. So yeah, I make it.
It's Death Vine.
One of these is called a death vine, so hopefully nobody poisoned themselves on accident while moving it.
Well, yeah, right. It's probably like poisonous or whatever, right?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they give those fancy names to everything out there. They find something new. It's, they give it some kind of crazy name.
That, yeah. Hopefully they were handling it with gloves.
You don't see any of that in here, do you? Like I just start like pulling.
No, there's no
shit out of the boxes.
All right, so from here, you can. There's the only way to go is into a hallway. So
yeah,
I will put up the map really simply for a moment. So you guys are here, and we see this long hall that kind of comes through the entire length of the house.
Yep.
And we want to split up left and right? So do we want to split up left and right? I'll look over here, you look over there. I mean, I don't know what we're looking for. I mean,
we should probably find Kenneth. Hold on one second. And we're in that, I'm assuming it's like a, where that spiral staircase was.
That's the rotunda that kind of like goes up to the second floor.
Yeah. So Georgie will just kind of lean back and go, Kenneth.
I need everybody to make a listen check.
Make a listen check?
Listen.
Oh, no way.
That one. Switch dice.
Oh, just passed. 63 out of 67.
Okay. You hear the sound of it sounds like billiard balls like hitting each other from somewhere deeper in the house beyond the rotunda. Like as he calls out, you hear that sound and then somebody like stumble, like almost like kind of like someone bumping into furniture and billiard balls moving around deeper in the house.
Hey, didn't he say he was sleeping?
I mean, who doesn't prefer a late night game of 9-ball, right?
Yeah, he said he may have been sleeping, but like Georgie just said, maybe he's just up late.
And it's probably what, like 9, 10 o'clock now, Oscar?
Yeah.
Okay. It's getting late. Yeah, what do you think? Let's go check it out.
Yeah. Man, I really hope he didn't scratch that felt.
Okay, so as you move through the rotunda into the back or rear part of the house, you suddenly see kind of coming out of a one room a disheveled looking woman in an ill-fitting maid uniform. And the reason it's ill-fitting is she appears to be like 9 months pregnant. She's just literally, her stomach is just bulging, but like the buttons have ripped, and like you can see the exposed, on their blouse. You can see her stomach, goes, cracking through. And there's like a seam running down her front, and there's just like black. You can see like black veins moving through this seam on her stomach. She appears to be in some kind of a daze. She may have glanced at you, but she's looked right through you. And her skin is just like deathly pale, and she's just stumbling through the house, out of the billiard room, heading to the ballroom across the hall. I need everybody to make a sand check.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna call out to her because she obviously doesn't look well, and I'm a doctor, so I want to make sure that the baby's okay. But I made that 07.
I
Boom.
fail.
What?
Harry takes 1 point. The other two are fine. Thomas, you were going to call out to her?
Yeah. I say, Madam, you do not look well. I'm a doctor. Let me check up on you.
She kind of like shuffles towards you, and you can see her her face, and you see that now that she's like facing you, and you get a better look at her. She's got almost like black fluid running down her legs, and onto her feet. And as she looks over, you see there's blood coming out of her nose, and both ears. And she just raspy says, "Help me!"
Oh, yeah, I go
and like reaches towards you.
I'm a
Doc,
doctor.
jeez, Doc, don't touch her!
no,
Oh,
no.
Christ! I go to grab you because I failed. I'm freaked
a
out.
luck check.
I need
Can you
to
make a luck check?
No. Harry, I need you to make a dex check to grab Thomas before he goes to this woman.
Ooh, that's gonna make it. I rolled a 23, and I know my dex is way back.
You're about to go to this woman, and literally Harry just grabs you and pulls you back. Georgie, what are you doing?
She needs help.
God, Doc, there's something wrong with her. She's not supposed to look like that.
There's something wrong with her. We need to save the baby.
No, we should have told
Georgie,
you
what do
some
you do?
stories
They're
on the
wrestling.
drive. Holy shit!
Fuck. All right. This is
Okay,
shit.
Georgie, while they're
Okay.
wrestling, she like shuffles forward a few steps and starts saying, "I'm hot. I'm so hot." And she starts like pulling her blouse open and like trying to undo her skirt. And as she's pulling her blouse open, you see that those black veins go all the way across her wide belly and up into her chest. And you see like they're on her hands and they're kind of coming up her neck.
I shoot her.
And she's like, "Please help me."
I got it.
You draw the
Doc,
weapon
how
on
do you
her?
fix that?
I have it out. I never
Okay.
put it away.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I shoot her.
Okay,
Is that
roll.
point blank?
That's an 2 out of 40. That's a crit. That's an extreme.
One shot right through the head.
You're like, boom! You fire. You hit her right in the forehead. It blows out the back of her head. She takes 2 more steps forward. And then you just hear like the sound of ripping canvas. And black, bloody tendrils just start emerging from her torso.
Oh!
And out of the top of her now blown out head. It was a crit, point blank. I'm not having to roll damage. This is literally my notes. So now I need everybody to make a sand check as vines, like bloody vines, just keep emerging from her corpse and start to fill up this entire hallway.
I made that one.
32. Made it.
Okay, you all made it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
No sand
It's
walls?
growing and it's like literally, it's almost like she was an egg. And whatever is in here is just now free to the open air. It's just growing exponentially. And you see roots digging through the floor and through her flesh. Like it's using her body almost like compost. And like, as you know, in the light of your flashlight, you see it kind of coming up the walls. And some of the vines have these large bulby growths on them, like buds.
I wrestle the doctor away. I'm like, don't look, Doc, don't look. And I'm pulling him back down the hallway towards the foyer.
You're headed. You're
Harry-
pulling back towards down into
Yeah.
the rotunda.
Yeah.
Okay,
Harry, do
Georgie?
you have your lighter on you?
Yeah, I'm a little busy.
Do we see a
Remember,
liquor cabinet?
it's black and it's covered with ichor. So whatever it is, it's very wet. So it's probably not going to burn easily.
The
And
house
you
will,
are
though.
you are in a Gold Coast mansion. If you set a fire, this whole place is going to go up.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say like,
All right.
yeah.
No sand loss on a pass to see the things coming out of her.
Oh, it's one. It's definitely one.
Okay. Yep.
It's one. All right.
All right. So, Harry was dragging Thomas away. Thomas, are you allowing yourself to be dragged away, or do you want to?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not helping.
Get away from me! I'm leaving.
No,
There's nothing I can do for that level of wound damage.
yeah, that's like
I'm a doctor, not a mortician.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it turns out it wasn't a baby at least.
Yeah,
That's...
obviously she gave birth, so it's good. Like,
Okay.
fuck.
And Georgie,
Congratulations,
what were you
it's a
doing?
death fine.
Georgie, you're the only one I don't know what they are doing this round.
Oh, I'm going with them. Like,
You guys all like kind of just back away from this thing in horror, away from it into the rotunda, and on the next round, one of the larger vines comes like just jetting out towards the light and towards all three of you.
Run.
I need to make a. It will go for Georgie.
woo!
Sticking with our common theme in my adventure.
Right.
Oh boy.
Fuck.
So this vine comes out with this big like seed pod or flower pod, and it splits into four, and it's just like a star of backwards pointing hooks that hits into his thigh and just clamps down into the flesh. You hear just like a bloody pop as all of these little teeth just grab into you and start pulling you back. You're pulled off your feet and you suffer. Do you have any armor?
No.
You suffer.
Does my coat count?
I will count your heavy winter clothes as 1 point of armor.
Woo!
So you take 6 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
I'm bloodied, guys.
Party's round.
Fuck.
We-
I think I draw my pistol and just try to shoot that vine. I mean, you said it's thick.
Okay.
So
How thick is the vine?
It's about the width of your arm. It's like a thick
okay.
vine.
okay, yeah,
All right, give me an attack roll.
yeah. Ooh, it's an odd 6.
Nice.
My skill is
What is the damage? What's the damage roll?
so it's an extreme success. My damage is 1d10 plus 2 because I have an M1 M1911.
You do 3 points of damage
Yikes!
as the bullet passes right through the vine. It does open up a nice hole. But that was an extreme.
Yeah.
Okay, it blows the vine off. And you see from the edge of the it's a 1911, so it's a hand cannon.
Yeah,
So you hit it, it blows the vine off. The vine kind of like goes wriggling back, and you see from the end of the vine that's been open, you see the mouth is still like pulsing, and like fresh hot blood is like spurting out of the wound.
I Doc, we gotta get that off of him. It's gonna bleed him dry.
Yeah. I don't know what I have I could do that with though. I don't have any guns.
Can I just reach
All right,
down and try
party's
to pull
round.
this thing off me?
You can
I'm
reach
just gonna
down.
try to pull it off me.
Give me a strength check.
And then take 6 points of damage.
All right, so guys, I got a question for you. Is it worth using 15 luck to get this thing off me?
I would say so.
I have a lot of luck.
Probably.
I would do that.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I rolled
Okay.
a 70. My strength is a 55. I'm gonna use 15
You pull it off.
luck.
It's very
to get it
painful, but it
down.
doesn't cause any additional damage. And as you pull it off, you see that it's withering and dying as soon as it's no longer attached to your body.
Oh,
I'm
I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm not gonna throw it away.
Harry, Tom, what are you doing?
Well, I shot, right? That was my action for the round.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing, Doc?
I'm shouting, we need to run. We need to get outside.
He's out of the foyer. What are you guys doing?
You run back into the foyer?
Yeah, I'm gonna start running.
Okay, Harry, you see that
Used to the stuff.
2 things happen on its round.
Why?
One, another vine with another one of these large seed pods kind of comes up almost like cobra-like, and then 2 other vines like come out into the foyer, and you see the whole thing starts to pull itself forward towards the foyer, dragging her corpse as if it's like a bundle of vines.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Don't
yeah,
like
it does
that.
not attack this round, but it will be in range again next round.
What?
Except for Thomas, who spent the last round continuing to run into the foyer. He's like, I'm gonna wait in the car.
Yeah, I'm booking it towards the door. I'm out of here.
I think
full
we need to
sprint.
go to the groundskeeper. I think we need to get to the groundskeeper and then ask them to set the house on fire.
Bro, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we just met his wife.
Okay. So as you are running, it will attack one more time.
Fuck.
Either
Who's
at
slow?
Harry or Georgie, because Thomas ran, did not stand and fight. So you'll be outside as it's attacking. If it misses, you guys can get outside and hopefully slam the door shut.
I say it attacks whoever is behind. Harry, what's your speed?
It
7.
it misses. It comes snapping and it like rips. It like hits Harry's coat, and you just see like goose feathers come out of the padding, and it like rips a bite out of the coat. It like hits the coat, and before all of the fangs dig through the coat, you manage to wriggle away. So it just pulls rips a part of the coat, and you guys are all outside now.
Slam the door. What the fuck is that? Holy shit, that guy's fucking dead.
I don't know, but we need to get to the groundskeeper's house now. I think it's the only place of refuge at this point.
I think that was his wife.
It might be, but
oh, jeez, Doc, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I thought we were making a house call. Fuck.
Georgie's like handful of snow, like packing it onto his leg. Just like, ah.
Jeez, you think it could survive in the snow? If it came from the Amazon, it can't survive in the snow, right?
I don't think so. If we either get to the car, I can, patch you up, or if we get to the house, not the house, but the servants' quarters.
Yeah, maybe like I'm like doing this to make sure I'm not like bleeding and
No,
shit.
you're like all freaked out.
Can I patch him up right here on the porch, or should we?
Let's get away from the house.
If you do it outside at night in a blizzard, I'm going to give you a penalty dice. If you go into the car, I'll at least let you make a regular roll.
I'm holding the flashlight.
Do you guys think we should go to the car or the servants' quarters?
Let's go to the car and see if that thing comes outside. If it could live in the snow,
I don't
then we're really
also-
screwed.
Yeah, I don't don't necessarily know if that guy knows what's going on or not. So I'm not sure I want to go with him.
Okay,
With
so you
this
get
thing
into the
open on my
car.
leg
You
like
can
this.
roll a fast first aid.
Okay.
Harry, what are you doing while the doctor is working? You're gonna hold the light,
Like, yeah.
and you failed. Don't you,
Hold the
Doc?
flashlight, but I'm looking at the house. I'm looking
Worst
at
Are
the
you sure you're a
doctor
doctor?
I am a doctor of philosophy, sir.
I rolled a 96. I couldn't even spend luck to.
He's got fucking jittery hands.
All right, with his 96,
You do. You make it worse.
he not only cannot heal you, he over medicates you, so you're gonna have a penalty dice. But you don't feel any pain. He stops the bleeding and over medicates you, but you don't get any points back.
I think that'll at least make the end of this session a lot better if I don't feel any pain.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
What did you give him, Doc? He's all loopy.
Opiates.
Jeez. When you gave him that with the army, he wasn't that bad.
It's this new thing we found called cocaine.
There's ghosts in your blood. You need to do cocaine. Okay, so when you finally finish with his first aid and you look back, not only is the door open ajar again, the side windows leading into the foyer are all open.
Geez, did it get out? I didn't see anything.
Yeah, is there anything coming out of it, or are they just open?
You can't really tell. You need to use your get out and use your flashlights, or do something else to illuminate the area.
Flip on the headlights on the car.
I was
Flip
just
on the
about to say,
headlights on
yeah.
the car, and you begin to see those vines have started to grow up the side of the house.
Geez, that's super bad. That's super bad, guys.
I mean, we're going to burn the house down now, right?
I think we're gonna have to, right? I mean,
You
You hear somebody say,
still got that spare
"Is
can of
everything
gasoline in the
okay?"
trunk?
You hear somebody say, "Is everything okay? I heard a gunshot."
Get away from the house! No, everything is not okay.
You see the same guy with the brief, the overcoat and the hat and the scarf, and he's got the lantern.
I wish you really told us about the maid that was inside.
I'd full face with the flashlight, right? Like if we're in the car, like I want to shine the flashlight and see what his face looks like.
You find a flashlight and you see what his face looks like. He sees that the doc has blood on his hands. Your friend is all loopy, so he realizes something's wrong, and he says, "It would have been quicker to stay in the house." And he immediately pulls up a double barrel hunting shotgun. We're gonna roll initiative. He has. All right, so let's go by dex. I'm gonna randomly roll this guy's dex.
Fuck.
Oscar, are you Little Shop of Horroring us right now?
Oh, that makes Thomas the dentist, the evil dentist. No wonder he can't patch you up.
I like pain.
All right, his dex sucks. I rolled a 7 on his dex, which comes to what, 35? What is it?
Yeah.
All right, so he goes on 35. Does anyone go before that?
75.
75.
I got 50. So
Okay, so you see him literally raise the shotgun. He's kind of standing in front of the house, so the car. So he's gonna fire, through the windshield at all three of you in the car.
probably kill us all because it's probably got like buckshot or something. Oh my god!
What do you guys want to do?
I draw and shoot him.
Roll.
Yeah.
Oh man,
No, I don't shoot him. Fuck.
You missed?
Are
Where's
you
my
kidding
shooting?
me?
All right, Tom. Dr.
65.
Weld.
Wait, No, that's so
I
much
don't
luck.
have any weapons, so I duck.
Okay,
Now-
I'm going to count that as a dodge as you're diving under the,
Yeah.
the Georgie with a penalty.
Yeah, I'm
dice?
gonna shoot him, or at
No.
least I'll try to shoot him.
Oh, do I want to spend 21 luck, guys?
That's a
Well,
lot.
that's a lot of luck to spend.
You could also be dead in a minute.
I was gonna say we're probably dead if you don't.
Oh, 35 out of 40.
Give me a damage roll.
Let's see.
Nice.
Da, da, da. Where did my other D6 go? What the hell? I'm playing enough core games. Why don't I have D6s? 8.
Nice.
You hit him in the chest, and he falls. He literally he raises it. You hit him. He spins around. He's falls in the snow.
Someone
Son of a bitch.
Someone shoot him again just to make
Harry, check on him.
Yeah, I get out of the car. Yeah, I was waiting. Behind the
He's
door, right door open for cover, pistol out, flashlight.
I'm assuming too. I'm in the car, so I shot through. So the windshield.
The
is
windshield,
smashed.
yeah. The windshield's blown out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Harry,
shot
I
him.
think you're gonna
He's
need a
in
new
the
car.
snow, and he's dying. Yeah, he's dying. He's bleeding out, but he's still reaching, trying to find where the shotgun fell in the snow. So he's making a dead snow angel as he's looking for the shotgun.
A bloody snow angel.
I kicked the shotgun away, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's just.
a good question. It's a valid question.
He says, my queen demanded it.
Your queen? What are you even talking about? Did you see the thing that was in the house? Jeez, what? What's even going on?
I need you to make a spot hidden roll as he's dying.
Ah, jeez. I failed that one too. 80. I
Okay.
think. Oh, no, wait. What's my spot? My spot's pretty high. Oh, 81. That's a pass.
You see that his skin glitters in the light of the headlights, and you realize he's covered with some kind of a pollen or a sticky, sweet-smelling resin.
I start to back up. I take the shot. I take that shotgun and I back up.
Okay, you take the shotgun and you back up. What do you want to do?
I probably shoot him again just for good measure.
Well, he bleeds out. He's definitely dead, and he doesn't have the distended torso that the poor woman inside had.
Thank God.
He's infected. Check your skin. Check your skin. I'll start brushing my coat off, in the light of the headlamps to make sure that there's no.
Right, you get it off of yourself.
Yeah.
You
Well,
almost catch yourself, when you notice it. It smells so sweet and alluring. Before you catch yourself almost licking your thumb, and then you're like, "What the fuck am I doing?" And you quickly wash it off in the snow.
Yeah, maybe I just take the coat off. It's gonna be cold and that sucks, but also guys, there's pollen, there's something sticky all over. We gotta lose the coats. We gotta lose the coats.
You do realize it's a blizzard at night in February.
oats.
Oh, it's okay. We're gonna light this house on fire, so it's gonna be super warm here in a few minutes.
Maybe, but is there a tree close by? I go over and start beat it out.
With what? You don't have an axe.
No. Beat the coat out on the tree to get the dust.
You can rub
and
it. You
shit
can
off.
rub
Oh,
your
yeah.
coats in the snow to kind of get
Right, yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
see
okay.
any of that weird glittery, sticky pollen on any of your clothes.
Okay, all right.
It is on his clothes and his skin.
Yeah. He's been here longer, sure.
Right.
Fuck, we're gonna. So,
Well, the servant quarters aren't occupied anymore, right?
Yeah,
I
but
want, Georgie, I need you to roll a INT check.
No,
Okay, never mind.
Georgie's not that smart.
I'm not. I'm learned, but I'm not smart.
look, we can't go in a house. He's covered in pollen. I assume that the servants' quarters, that the house there, that's probably covered in pollen. Maybe there's some kind of pods or something in there.
You're right.
Shit, we blew out the window. Maybe they got a garage, right? He's got a mansion. He's got to have a car, right? Maybe we find a car and we scoot.
I need everybody to make a listen check.
I'm not rolling those freaking dice again.
Ooh, make that. What's
Ooh,
that?
14.
30.
That's
a hard
that's
success.
a hard success.
Okay, you start to hear something like a rustling from all around the car, almost like snow being shoveled.
Oh no! Oh no!
Guys,
we gotta go. We gotta go, guys. We gotta go. Away from the car.
Okay, as you're getting out of the car, vines burst out of the snow, grab the car, and like flip it. So I need everybody to make a dex check to dive away from the car before the vines tunnel under the snow to get to it.
41.75.
Ooh, I'm gonna spend 4 more points of luck.
Made it 30. 30 out of 50.
Okay, you manage to dive out and away from the car as the vines literally flip it on its side. And you see now on the porch, that like bloody mass where the woman's corpse was is now on the porch, and these vines are like halfway growing up they're like expanding over the porch, in the front yard towards your car, and up the wall of the building.
Is there an outbuilding like a shed, a garage, some place where they would keep tools or anything that we can see?
You definitely see a massive greenhouse towards the rear of the house.
I don't want to go in there.
There would be gardening tools.
No,
We need
looking...
gasoline.
Yeah. Car and/or gasoline. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't get away from this car, it's going to attack you next round.
Yeah, no. We're away.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, we're moving further away from the car.
Just not towards the greenhouse.
No.
Are you heading towards the servants' quarters?
Yeah,
That's
maybe
the only other
path
path out of this area.
Yeah, maybe
There's
we
the
can
house, there's the greenhouse, and there's the path that supposedly leads to the servants' house.
And there's the driveway where we came from.
Yeah, but unlike the movies, Max, when you shoot the gun, shoot the car, it doesn't explode.
Now,
does anyone have
the nearest neighbor
I
you
do.
saw was probably about a mile away.
Yeah.
And
That's
this,
what, like a half
and in
hour,
this
45-minute walk in the snow?
Not in the snow.
Yeah, not through these roads. I'd make you make a navigation roll to like get there, to even find your way back in the dark. You guys got some choices to make.
Yeah, no.
Well, I
almost ended the stream. I almost clicked on end stream.
Honestly, I think of all our options. The greenhouse might be.
Is that like rage quitting a game, Harry?
Right?
Fuck this! I'm not playing anymore.
Probably like servants' quarters are gonna be covered in pollen, right?
No, look. If we head over to the servants' quarters, right, it's on the opposite side. It's away from the tentacles. We might be able to start a fire. Maybe they got some wood or something over there. Look, I got my lighter. It's not going to be gasoline.
You mean where the guy that just tried to kill us and is covered in pollen was living? Yeah, that's a great
but
idea, Harry.
But he didn't burst any tentacles, right? I mean,
we could get pollen on ourselves.
Right. I don't want to follow the queen or whatever it is.
Well, we don't want to go in a freaking greenhouse, Georgie. Come on.
I'm going to the greenhouse.
Fuck.
Okay. Georgie, head over to the greenhouse. You can go meet
that guy's wife in the servants' quarters.
You see, it's like steamy inside. All the windows are like frosted with condensation. It's not locked. When you go in, it is downright tropical in here. It's this massive greenhouse, and it's like there are flowering trees and like palm trees, and it's just very steamy. And you begin to like immediately feel a lot better as you start to warm up. Literally, like steam is rising off of your clothes.
Yeah.
Is Georgie going in alone? Or are you sticking together? The two of you going to the servants' quarters? What's going on, guys?
No, I think when he starts to walk away, I'm like, God, come on, Doc. We can't let him go alone.
Yeah, we have to stick together.
He's gonna get us killed, I think. Fucking guy.
We'll see.
He almost died the last time. It's like he's got a death wish.
Last time.
Oh man. I mean, if we get out of this, I got some stories to tell you.
And I'll start like once I'm
You're
in
in
the
the latest
greenhouse,
one.
I'll start like banging on a table. And it's like, is there any plant eggs in here?
Give me 1 second, gentlemen. Okay. So you're in there and you're yelling. And you hear a voice in an accented voice, very exotic sounding, almost musical, saying, "Hush, my love, you're safe here. No harm will come to you."
Gun out.
You're all in there.
I think we're probably pulling up, right? I think she comes out before we get in. Maybe.
Okay.
As
Georgie, I
soon
need
as
you
I
to make a
hear that,
con
I'm
check.
like, all right, boom. Hard success. Just barely. 31 under 32.
You feel very, very drawn to her. She is easily the most beautiful, alluring woman you have ever seen. Let me share. I actually picked a picture of what she's going to look like.
Salma Hayek.
Hold on. I'm going to put in the notes, and then Harry, you can share it.
Mm-hmm.
She's dark-haired. She's wearing. She has face paint and brightly colored jewelry, made of wood and beads and stone. Cool girl looking through it. Did you see it in the chat?
In the chat. Oh, I wasn't looking at the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I could probably share that, right? Let me present. New video file, share screen. There we go.
Okay, so that's the woman you see in the greenhouse.
All right.
All right.
Am I under any other than being like feeling the allure of her? Am I in my own right mind and all that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Or?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're in your right mind enough to know that this incredible attraction to her
is not natural.
Is not natural.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
It's almost like that really attractive girl you knew when you were drunk, and you kind of know that she's not really that attractive.
Yeah.
But you're still thinking, well, maybe. It's just like part of your brain
Saturday night at
realizes you're not sober right now, that you're you're falling under the influence of something, but not far enough that you don't have that conscious thought that this isn't logical.
Right.
You're like,
so
what is she doing here?
Right. Left hand, coat over my face. Right hand, gun.
She smiles and says coyly, "If you don't want me, maybe they will." and she like looks over your shoulder as the other two come in and says, welcome, welcome. Get out of those clothes and warm yourself. It's nice and toasty in here, boys. And I need the two of you to both roll con checks.
Oof. 47. That's a success.
Yeah, I made it too. I got 50 out of 60.
Okay. You again start to feel this weird, strange attraction and allure. And you realize that that there's this sickly sweet smell just permeating everything. And it's like at first you smelled flowers, you smelled different kinds of things, but now all you're smelling is this one sickly sweet scent, almost like maple syrup, and you just begin to feel like tacky on your skin. All right, I need all of you to make a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
Spot 2.
Made it, 21.
Extreme.
I also got an odd 2.
Ah.
Okay. You see the colors of the stones in her, in her clothing, match that of a small tree, that's growing out of a new pot. It's this, and it's almost like a small cherry tree filled with like white blossoms, except the white blossoms are all orange and turquoise.
I think we shoot her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you guys want to do?
Shoot her.
Okay, you guys can shoot. You do have the shotgun, but I mean, if you don't have skill with it, just keep that in mind. Thomas, you also see that there are shovels here. There are pruning tools.
I'll grab a.
I got an extreme. Again,
nice.
11 out of 65.
Grab a shovel or a hoe or some type of sharp, gardening tool.
All right, let's say that you pick up a.
I almost said a rake, and I was like, that's not good.
Let's say it's like a pruning shear. So
Okay.
It's almost like a spear.
Ooh, there you go.
Hold on.
So all this after I told Nick before we started, we don't normally kill anything. We just try to talk everything out. Like, we've been doing this for a while. Like,
playing pretty straight.
Burn it.
Things change.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Okay, so tell me what you guys do and how much damage you inflict if you do shoot her.
I got an extreme. So is that a roll or is that just an impale? The firearms impale? I don't remember.
I know what it's 1d10 plus 2. So basically you fire at her, you hit her in the kneecap and just like blow the leg off from below that, and she tumbles to the ground. Georgie, what do you do?
I shot but missed.
Okay.
So
come on, we got to get out of here. You smell that? We got to go.
Okay. She basically just looks up at you guys and smiles. And the leg starts to regrow. It like literally, you see like almost like mushroom like tendrils begin to form, grow out. It's all gray. And it starts to like color in. And she says, "That was rude. And again, all need to make a con check.
Yeah.
Oh no!
One, baby.
Extreme.
Oh no! I rolled a 100. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
We're gonna have to find you a new doc, Georgie. Jesus.
Okay,
I'll
you
just
drop
grab it.
you drop the pruning shear and start walking towards her.
Oh, at least you dropped the
He
pruning
is
shears.
now blocking. She is now using him as a shield. She kind of like shuffles so that line of sight between you guys is blocked by him. And she just like puts down up her arms, and he starts bending down to embrace her.
I don't
I
think
need
they'll shoot me.
I need Harry and Georgie to roll a spot hidden as all this is going on.
Ooh, I
Nope.
fail. I got a 94.
Georgie, you don't make it?
No.
Okay. It's the next round. He's under her thrall. She will make physical contact with him next round. What do you guys want to do?
Is there like an axe or a hatchet or anything nearby?
Well, there's the pruning shear, which is kind of like a long pole with a kind of saw on the edge of it.
All right, I'm gonna grab that and make a run for. You said we saw a tree that mirrored her. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a run for that, and I'm just gonna like, if I can right now, like take a dig at that.
You
tree.
run over and grab it and run past Thomas, who's about
Yep.
to embrace her. Her eyes go wide, and she says, "Stop him! I need you to make a brawl check, Thomas, as you try and tackle Georgie."
Well, thankfully, my brawl was like basics, so maybe I don't make this.
Nice.
No, now you roll a 5.
I rolled a 12.
Oh no, he succeeded.
I rolled a 12.
Okay,
Wait, that's like a
give me
hard
damage 1d3.
Yep.
1d3. It's 2.
2 points of damage.
Damn it, Doc.
So she starts standing up on this newly regrown leg, and Harry, you see that about a third of the flowers have withered and like literally fallen off the tree.
So while all of this is happening and she says stop him and Thomas, jumps Georgie, can I shoot the plant?
Sure.
I want to do that because clearly shooting her didn't help, right? Like, okay, that's it.
All right, go for it.
Fuck, it's a 94, 97.
Ooh.
My skill's over 50.
Okay. So
And
no
fuck those
friendly
dice.
fire.
Does it break a window? Does that help with anything at all?
No.
Wildly shooting?
No. Okay, con check for Harry and Georgie.
Damn it.
You're enthralled, Tom, so you're
66.
Yes.
I fail.
Oh.
I'm going to spend 6 more points of luck, guys.
okay.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
I really
You
don't want to
guys-
kill Harry.
You realize it's starting to get to you. The longer you're in here, your luck's going to run out sooner or later. Thomas is already impaled. He's already succumbed. He's wrestling around on the floor with Georgie. She picks up the pruning shears and holds it like a spear. And she's like, and Lacey says, "Drop the gun or I'll kill them both." What do you do, Harry?
I want to shoot.
What's your score on that pistol? Is it over 75?
I think it's 68.
Oh, never mind. I think if it's over 75, you can go 1 then 2.
Yeah, no, it's 65.
Shoot her.
Can I shoot her in the face?
Her or
Right,
the tree?
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I guess the tree, right?
Shoot the tree.
Yeah, I think I look at her and I just say "fuck you," and I pull and shoot at the tree.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna spend all the luck, guys. Motherfucker, it's a 92. I don't even have enough luck to shoot it.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. No, hold on. It's 68.
Georgie, you're affected now too?
No, I'm good.
He's not.
Okay, what are you doing?
I passed.
I'm spending
Yeah.
all the luck, guys. I'm going to spend all the luck. Hold on.
You
Let me
can't
figure out how much.
spend luck from 98.
I can. I have 52 luck still.
You do not want to burn 30 luck. We're gonna die in the cold because you're gonna fail a luck roll.
Well, maybe.
All right,
but-
Georgie, you're still active. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna
Unopposed. You guys have to make opposed brawl checks to like.
yeah. I'm gonna basically like kick. Georgie's gonna like kick Thomas to try to like get. So like I can push. I just want to push him away and like lunge for the tree.
Gotcha.
Guys, it leaves me with 25 luck.
So opposed brawls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 19 out of 59.
Tom.
I rolled a 0-4.
I spend all the luck. I'm
Okay.
spending all the luck. I shoot the pot.
You shoot the pot.
If
roll.
I spent 8 to make that an extreme,
You
would it
guys
make a
would tie.
difference?
It would be. We would be tied.
We'd
and
be
then we
tied.
just roll again.
Is it worth rolling again? I think it's worth rolling again. I'm going to spend the 8.
I think it's worth rolling again.
Okay.
Okay. I spent the luck on my 92. I spent all the luck.
That's a hit. So roll
To hit.
damage.
Ought 5.
I rolled a 94. So
Extreme.
I
3
failed.
damage.
You break the pot. She screams. They're wrestling around. While she's distracted, Georgie tosses Tom off into her, and she stumbles and drops the pruning shears.
Nice.
So because she's been injured and her concentration is wavered, Nick, you can roll your con again with the rest of them and see if you can like shake it off. You've also taken damage from getting thrown off.
You failed.
You failed again.
I rolled 100 again.
Man.
I succeeded.
Okay, Georgie.
Oh.
I'm spending 1 luck to succeed.
Okay. All right.
I have never spent this much luck in a game. I don't think I've spent this much luck, period.
This one's pretty brutal.
Party's round.
I am going to pick up the tree because he knocked it off, right? Shot the pot, it fell over. I'm going to pick up the tree and I'm just going to try to break it over my knee.
Give me a brawl attack.
Ought 9 out of 59.
With your
Extreme
strength bonus,
success.
what is the max damage you can do in a brawl attack?
My strength? How do I find out my strength bonus?
So it's a size-based thing. It should be at the bottom of your sheet if you have one.
I have my damage bonus is 0. My build is 0. So
1d3.
So yeah.
So just unarmed is 1d3. Yeah.
But the most you can do is a 3.
3.
All right. So that's you've hit this thing for 6 points.
Not enough to fully break it, but like it cracks a little bit.
You hear her say, "That's enough," and she just puts her hands down. Her eyes roll back, in her head, and like all the color drains from her, and you now see that she's almost like a fleshy gray mushroom being, and she just starts chanting wildly. And
Not
even
so
though
much a
you are in
fungi
an
anymore.
enclosed greenhouse, wind and mist begins rising and swirling. Party's round.
Georgie, do it again. Do it again.
I'm absolutely gonna do it again.
I shoot her
I
to
don't
try to
think
keep her from chanting.
Okay. Give me your shot.
And I'm under her thrall again. So
Now I got it.
It's
05.
Okay.
Nope. I
You
don't.
basically
I
shoot her in
don't
the
even
face.
have enough luck to
She
make
stops
this work.
chanting because you've like temporarily blown her face off. It immediately starts to re-roll. Georgie, did you attack the tree again?
I
You
tried,
failed.
but I don't have enough luck. Enough luck to even succeed.
Okay. And Tom, you just stand there because she's too busy to issue any orders.
All right.
Con check.
Shit.
No, I'm enthralled.
Hot
Oh,
one.
nice. 55 out of 65.
Okay, you guys can continue to act. You see, she's like slow, like the face is slowly, reforming, and more of the leaves. Just you see now, some of the leaves start turning brown and falling off the tree as she's regenerating.
Can I
I'm
help
gonna
him
hit her
break
with
it?
the tree.
What?
Well, can I help? Can I help him break it?
Yeah, just make a brawl check. Go over and start.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay,
snapping
yeah, we'll
branches
break
and-
it together.
Start
Yeah,
pulling
give me the other side of that.
through.
Yeah,
All right, this is basically you're
we like
attacking
put
it.
it like
you're
put it on the
attacking a
edge of the
tree, so
table, and we
give
each
yourselves
like
a
push a
bonus
side
dice.
down.
I allow a
bonus
bonus dice on these attack rolls because it's
Nice.
basically a tree.
That is a 14, sir. That is an extreme success.
Oh, there you go.
Give me
I got a
max damage.
44 out of 59. So
And you roll.
Max damage is
Yeah.
D3, so it's gonna be 7. I do
I
have
got
a damage
1.
bonus.
All right, it goes down.
Nice.
The tree just turns like you snap it, golden sap like oozes out of it, and the body of the woman, who's now like a mushroom, just starts to like literally fall apart in clumps, and the swirling mist dies away.
Georgie, you okay? You okay? Doc! I run over and I
Start to come
slap
out
you
of
in the
it.
face. What's wrong with you? What are you doing?
I don't know. She just, she was so beautiful.
Come on, we gotta get you out. So we gotta get you out of here.
No, where else are we gonna go?
I don't know. You gotta clear your lungs out or something. I don't know.
All right, have them breathe outside.
How are you? Okay? You okay?
I'm good.
So we go
Okay.
outside for a few minutes to kind of brush the stuff off and get some fresh air into our lungs.
Okay, I need everybody to make a spot hidden as you're getting some fresh air.
I made that.
I succeeded finally.
I got a regular success. Yes, regular success.
You see like dragging itself through the snow, this just mass of vines that's just steadily like reaching and pulling and reaching and pulling, and it's heading towards the greenhouse.
No.
Jesus Christ. I go back in. I guess it's in the snow. Maybe it can't stand the warm. Fuck, I don't know.
I think we have to run. I don't know. We either die here or we die in the snow, and I think we got better odds for the snow.
Now that you have some time and you're not under attack or the thrall of a dryad, you do see that there are saws, there are hatchets, there's like a wood axe here.
Do you think if we cut it up, it'll stop it?
I mean, we don't know how. Like, this thing's massive. Like, how much of it can we cut up?
How big of a being are we looking at, Oscar?
It's hard to tell because it's all vines,
Yeah.
so it's not like
Right.
coalesced into one thing.
I mean, I'm just thinking like
but in the
it
house
was
when
like
when you shot it for
door and
3,
multiple windows and everything out of the house.
like
So,
the bullet did do a fair amount of damage when you were in the house when you did shoot it.
Mhm.
So it's not invulnerable.
I don't
But,
think we make a.
piercing weapons like gunshots probably aren't the best option because
Yeah.
tree.
What do you think? We make a stand here? I mean, if we leave, this thing is gonna what? Is it gonna follow us? Is it gonna come to the neighbor's house? I mean, this thing's not gonna stop, right? I mean, we gotta do something.
God damn it! And I'll I'll
You still-
pick up an axe and like, swing it, like spin it a little bit, and then like, let's go.
All right, so its dex is 65.
75.
75.
50.
Okay,
You gonna be okay,
So-
Doc? You in on this? You want to wait in here? What?
I'll help.
Here, take the pulse saw, right? Then you stand away from it a little
Well,
bit.
no, I'll say, can you not shoot me and Harry? And I'll like hand him the handgun.
I
well,
have
you-
no skill in
did
handling.
anyone take the shotgun?
I picked it up. I guess we probably took it. Right. There wouldn't be any reason to leave it. Here, point and click, Doc.
Fuck.
Just make sure we're not in front of you.
Basically, you don't want to charge into melee combat and then have your missile support be a shotgun.
Well,
Yeah.
if he gets one good shot, like we'll wait, or we'll.
Do you want to
go-
hold your attack until he fires?
Yeah. Wait for it to get
All
a
right.
little bit closer.
Do you have any skill in shotgun? If not, I think the base is 30.
Nope. Base is 30. All right.
It's
I will allow a
25.
bonus if you wait a round until it's like right up on you. You can blast it with a bonus dice.
Well, that can
But you have to
mean
tell me if you want to
and
fire
Georgie,
one
like-
or both barrels.
What do you guys
I
think?
think
I would wait and take the bonus die. If you're only shooting at 25%, it's worth it, right? 'Cause
Right.
we have to get close
If-
to it anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
right.
Okay, you
So
hold
if me
as
and
this.
Harry like reposition ourselves a little bit, like take that round, take that those
Right.
few
You can
seconds, we'll
spread out so
reposition.
that when
So
he
let him
fires,
fire
he's
and
not
then we'll
gonna.
come at it, yeah.
That's smart. That's smart use of the time. All right, so roll as it comes into point blank range. And are you firing once or both barrels?
I was doing both barrels. 'cause-
Okay, go
Just
for it.
unload.
So I rolled a 0.5.
Oh,
All right, so it does
Mm.
max damage, minimal possible damage. This is a shotgun at point blank is 4d6. Both barrels, it's going to be 8d6, which means he does 8 points of damage. You've already hit it for 3. That's 9, 10, 11 points of damage. Shotgun does a massive amount of damage, but does not put it down.
fuck.
But like literally blows, like there are vines and twigs and there's sap and ichor flying everywhere, and 3 or 4 of the pods open up with their triangle shaped mouths and like hiss and spit venom. What do you then? Now Harry and George can go. for attack.
George.
Axe, like just run towards like
Yeah.
the center mass of the thing and just try to.
Give me damage.
I got an off 5.
I got a 98.
I guess your dice realize it's after 11. All right, that puts the death vine down.
Okay. Good. I don't have
And
to roll.
you literally see like because you still have your headlights on shining on the house, like the vine on the porch and going up the side of the wall, those all wither and crack and blow away in the snow.
So like I wildly like come back up with the axe looking around crazy eyed. Do we do it? Do we do it? And he just starts like hacking at it again.
Oh yeah, it's just this is like frantic hacking at this
Okay,
dead
you
thing right
hack
now.
the shit out of this thing and it's not coming back. What do you guys do? You're half frozen. Literally, you're everybody make a contract.
I think at this point we got to go back in the house and just.
Made it
I
54.
passed.
I made-
51.
I honestly think the greenhouse is our best guess. Like
Well-
because the house was the doors were
Right.
open. That's going to be freezing.
Yeah.
But we could close the doors, right? We could probably,
But
if it's
can
an old,
still,
Well, yeah,
you can
but it's
still
a
smell
you
all
figure
of
it's a massive house. It's going to take forever to heat up. If we start a
There were
fire in the
fireplaces.
greenhouse, that's going to warm up in like 10 minutes.
we did shoot a bunch in the greenhouse and probably broke.
Yeah, you have broken a lot of the windows.
All right, yeah. All right, yeah,
Well,
to the house, I guess.
Look, we
All
just
right.
we
Maybe
come,
Kenneth is there.
Well, look, we congregate in one room. We start a fire. We warm up. We get some blankets.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
you go into the room, you go into the house, it appears deserted. You get to the second floor where the bedrooms are. I need everybody to make a listen check.
Shit. Kenneth
what-
is here.
Kenneth
Georgie,
hiding
what'd you
underneath
say
the
you want to
bed.
go upstairs for?
I failed.
Oh, 33.
I pass. I think it's an extra. Listen, I got a hard
Okay.
success.
You find two men, one in two separate rooms. One appears to be, basically hallucinating, and in a great deal of pain as they roll around on their four-poster bed, which has just been soiled with like blood and feces because their stomach is greatly distended.
Oh God.
But they don't have all of the black veiny growths kind of going through their skin, so it would be possible to perhaps surgically remove the plants growing within them. It would take a hard medicine roll success. You would need to operate on both of these gentlemen immediately.
Okay. I'm a doctor. I'm gonna.
Alternatively, could we just shoot him?
I mean, that didn't work so great the first time. They blew out
It
of her
didn't,
and
but this
exploded
one's
all
clearly
over.
not ready to pop yet.
It seems like the death vine was maybe controlling all of it, and so maybe they're not going to pop out new ones or something, or the queen was controlling them. I don't know.
All right, how about this? Compromise, Thomas. Doctor, you go ahead and do the surgery, but I'm gonna have this to his head the whole time, just in case.
That's fair.
Literally, Thomas doing surgery in the bed
Okay.
while I'm holding him down with the pistol to his head.
So I need to make a hard medicine roll.
Correct.
All right, 30 or below. Let's see. 54. I'll spend the luck.
No. It's just a regular success.
Okay, it's a regular success.
Okay. Do you make it?
Yeah.
You have saved Kenneth. You have saved Albert Montgomery, the eccentric botanist.
Oh, so he is. Okay.
And his assistant Kenneth is also in a very similar state, just delirious and in a great deal of pain. So you'll need to.
Can we throw that in the fire? I'm going to stoke up a fire and throw that
You
thing.
burn everything he surgically removes.
Yeah, for sure.
I rolled 16 on that, which is a hard success. Not a.
All right,
Nice.
you save both of these men's lives and destroy the death vine embryos that are slowly rooting through their system.
Awesome.
It's like a massive surgery. Each one takes you a couple of hours. So there'll be a long recovery, but they will recover.
Cool. See, I'm a doctor. I can help you.
And so you light a fire, you get all warmed up, and you end up staying here for like 3 or 4 days until the roads are at least somewhat passable.
Mm-hmm. Raid the pantry, try to get them some water, and I'm assuming you didn't bring like IVs and shit, so we're like trying to pour a little bit of water.
What happens is the phone lines are cut. So after 3 or 4 days, one of you who hasn't been shot or maimed or injured will walk over to the neighbors and just call for help. And he basically has like lawn guys and maintenance guys come in and shovel everything out, and you burn the dead bodies of the maid and the the butler. And
I'm assuming the maid was his wife.
Yes.
Okay. You were right.
I was right.
All right.
So,
and
over those 3 days, we like regale Thomas with like all of the weird shit that we've seen.
Right.
Like this is why we come to you when wounds don't look so great, because it's it's one of these things.
Normally I wouldn't believe you, but now, holy shit.
Maybe,
all right.
keep you on retainer.
Well, I wanted to do something creepy, short, and deadly. So I think I've accomplished that.
We did
You
that
did.
last time too.
I know it was so much fun. I want to do it again.
Do we get any sanity rewards from this?
God.
For defeating the Death Vine, the thing that would not give up. The relentless Death Vine is worth 5.
Nice.
The battle against the Dryad, I rolled really crappily, is only worth 2.
Okay.
So
But you can
7.
all make a luck check right now, and if you fail it, roll 1d10 to get 10. Get that.
Hey,
back.
that does. I mean, I'm up to 90 sanity. Like,
Wow.
62.
Hey, I failed.
I failed my luck.
All right, so roll 1d10 to recover that much luck, and you can roll
1.
skills.
I got a 7. Brings me back up to 32.
Man,
All right.
Hey, you're at I'm at 33. There we go.
That's a good night.
Yeah. Man, I am not liking Georgie's future. He is at 90 sanity, but only 33 luck. Some shit is gonna happen.
Hey, what's your Cthulhu mythos? I don't think you could be that high.
Only 10.
Oh, okay.
I'll give everybody an extra 1 point of Cthulhu Mythos for surviving this
Ooh.
nonsense.
I'm at 0-1.
I am at 14. So
was-
you're now at 89 or 89 sanity because it's inverse. Do you?
So
Oh, really?
basically-
Oh, okay.
You basically learn that he was kind of living with an Amazonian tribe, and he kept asking them, about the plant to make ayahuasca, and they didn't want to tell him because it was sacred. And then he paid some rubber plantation people to come in and, coerce the villagers to, give up their secrets.
Mm.
And he said they must have packed, some of these pods in. So you realize that he had, fallen out of favor with some Amazonian medicine people,
Mm-hmm.
and they decided to pack his luggage coming home.
So was it a coincidence? So when I Googled Death Vine, was it a coincidence that the very first thing that popped up in the search was ayahuasca?
No, that's kind of what it means.
Is it? Okay. I didn't click any further. I was like, nope, not going to look into this. But
And he tells you that it does expand your mind and allows you to access other senses that were part of our sensory perception before we evolved into humans. The sixth sense most animals have. It allows you to, he says, if you do it correctly and fast, it'll even let you look into your past lives. And you realize this guy's just tripping balls, like severely.
Yeah, no offense, but I think I've experienced enough. I don't think I need to open up my third eye or anything like that.
All right. Well, in return for this, he invites you to join his shooting club. That he's a member of this shooting club for basically they do shot competitions. They have a bunch of rich people shooting guns. He invites you to their next function and gives you a card. And he says, this is my gunsmith. Tell him that you need something for the next meeting.
Ooh.
And basically, you're allowed, you go, and as a thank you gift for saving his life, you get a custom-made double barrel shotgun.
Nice.
And like
That's
100 rounds of ammunition.
Man,
And
I don't know if I could give up Winnie. I keep Winnie in Harry's trunk.
you have your own?
I have a Winchester 94.
Okay. All right, these are like, custom. They even have your like names engraved on them.
Right, yeah.
Nice.
It says Prince on the stock.
All right, and that's the adventure. You can play us out, Keyboard Cat.
Sweet. All right. I want to thank everybody for checking it out. Thanks to Nick for playing with us tonight. It was not quite what I had thought we were going to be doing. So you're welcome, I guess.
It's a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of fun. Do you have anything you'd like to plug, share, or mention while we're here?
Me or
No,
him
no.
or
For Nick. Nick, we're talking to Nick
All
right
right,
now. You can
go.
wait your turn. You're here. We got you. Nothing. You good?
Yeah, no, nothing.
Nothing. All right, Jesse, you finish runners anytime soon or anything?
Eventually, maybe in 4 or 5 years. We'll see.
All right, Oscar, what do you got?
You can find me at the Chuckle Shack on Route 97 for the rest of this week. No, I got nothing. We are waiting patiently for the files for Caveat Emptor to be processed by drive-through. They have been uploaded. I can't order a proof until they finish uploading in the system and setting up for print. So I'm waiting. Lisa and I had our last official manuscript editing session tonight for Legacy of Arius Lurka.
Very cool.
We're going to be moving on to revamping the intro next week, and hopefully we'll have a working manuscript by the end of this month.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh,
Very
and there are new items available on our website, including our governor and traveler style canvas Britannia maps, and this horrid little thing, the Dread Idol
Ooh,
of
That's
Yagalanak.
cool.
that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. I
And
remember
it has
that.
a little thing for a tea light, and in a dark room, it kind of like glows.
That's really
Oh,
cool.
nice.
It's pretty sweet. Limited number left over from the Britannia. When they're all gone, they're gone. So
Order now. Order often.
please, we're a small company. We really need the money.
All right, sweet. We don't have anything. We just play games. There is Patreon up there, so if you want to throw a couple of bucks our way, that's great. If not, whatever. We're still going to play games. Ratings and reviews on iTunes or whatever your podcatcher of choice is. Super helpful. We are on all the platforms. We're still on Twitter. It's a shit show. Blue Sky, Instagram, whatever. Reach out via email.
Grindr, Tinder.
We're on all the things. So thank you for checking it out. And we'll catch you
OnlyFans.
next time.
OnlyFans.
Peace.
You got to get to the Patreon to get to the OnlyFans.